What up, what up, what up, people? What up? It's me, L Teddy 27. Angry Teacher Chronicles, all that good stuff. And we're back, Love and Hip Hop, New York, Season 10, Episode 3. Alright, so we start off with Chrissy getting. Hold on, y'all. I done left my drink. And there's no way y'all expect me to get through this without a drink. Hold your horses. And I know it is in poor taste and poor etiquette. And I could have edited that out, but it's Love and Hip Hop. Who's going to do all of that editing and garbage for Love and Hip Hop? I mean, really? This crap done got so bangy. I can't even do my metal straw. I'm drinking out of a plastic cup. Okay. Child. Anyway, Chrissy is getting flued out to talk to some investors for her real estate group or whatever. Kimbella and Juju come along. Juju, who's supposedly friends with Yandy, is saying that, for her, it's all about the money, and she's not really here for picking a side between either Chrissy or Yandy, and she's just here all about her money and making investments. Kimbella, of course, as you know, in true Kimbella fashion, decides to tell the story of when they went out to brunch or whatever they went out to, and Yandy was reading the article. Of course, she embellishes the story to make it sound so awful, as if Yandy was just going in on her. Just a mess. Just a whole mess. I mean, to me, this right here, the whole conversation that Kimbella has with Chrissy, exaggerating and embellishing everything that took place, is one of the main reasons why she gets beat down and gets handed drug problems all the time. That right there is why she get drug all over these streets and get these drug problems handed out to her, because of conversations like this, where she goes about telling stories that are just not what they really were. Whatever. Pap then goes to Hot 97 with some dude named Fresher. Now Pap hit the mic, and I told y'all, Pap is a lyricist. Pap is one of the best to ever, hit a mic. Pap's career isn't that big, but if you just stack his ability as a lyricist, his flow, his rhymes, just him as a rapper, you ain't gonna find too many people that can do it better than Pap. And Pap, was doing his thing. Pap was spitting bars. Then they let the little Fresher kid on there. Fresher guy, he ain't no kid. He's old, I guess. He say he been in the game 20 plus years, but so he ain't no kid. But they let him on the mic. Not so much for him. I mean, it was all right, but it wasn't nothing to run home and tell mama about. But something at that point in the episode made me want to see him, and attracted me to him to see what there was more. We'll get to later whether or not I still feel that way. But at this point in the episode, there was something magnetic about him that made me say, even though your rhymes and your flows are just okay, something about you makes me want to see more and see what you have to offer. And that's where I was with him at this point. Then we see Safari and Erica. They go to tape some video for their wedding invitation or something. I don't know. I mean, I told y'all. Have I not only already told y'all? We only care about seeing Safari in various stages of nakedness and nudity, flashing a meat print, And that's it. We don't need him talking. We don't need him hypothesizing, pontificating, or any of the sorts. I need him in various stages of undress with no underwear on, giving us a meat print. That's all for Safari. But Tahiri came. Erica makes him go away, and Tahiri talks to Erica about the prenup situation when they went to the lawyer. And Tahiri was like, yeah, that was kind of messed up how you just sprung that on him. That wasn't the right way to do that. I mean, it's good to have the prenup, but the way you kind of ambushed him and how you did that, she agrees that wasn't the right way to do that. Chrissy then goes to talk to these investors. Listen, y'all. I am not going to even attempt make any concerted effort to do anything in my power to locate a single fuck to give. Just saying. She started crying at these things, and when she started crying, I was like, these tears. And then when I said I literally said out of my mouth, these tears. You know what came to my head, y'all? That old song from the 80s by the rock group Heart, These Dreams. But I started singing these tears. I was like, these tears go on when I close my eyes. Every second of the night. I live. These tears. That's what I kept hearing. These tears go on when I close my eyes. Because that's all I felt about her. All these tears. These tears go on when I close my eyes. What you crying for? Moving on. These tears. Safari then goes to talk to Pap about his situation with Erica and the prenup and everything. And Pap, like in usual Pap fashion, Pap gives Safari good advice. Pap says, listen, if you know how it is, you know you done did your dirt, you know you got a lot going on, have had a lot going on, and she has trust issues. You might want to go ahead and sign that prenup or work that prenup situation out. So he said, yeah, you got to go ahead and sign that prenup or work that out. Which was some good advice by Pap. Jonathan then has some rapper chick, Jenna Ski or something like that. I don't remember the chick name. Some rapper chick. She's cute and all. That's about it. She's cute in the face. Her bars, they alright. They're mediocre at best, I guess. She claims she knows this fresher guy that we met earlier. Rich Dollars comes to see her. She's okay. If she's, put her with the right beat and the right ghost writer, and she might be alright. You know what I'm saying? Hell, Cardi B made it. We know she ain't got no real bars like that. Anyway. Then we saw Chrissy and Jim. They were talking about how, listen, I am still not even trying to locate a fuck to give. Okay. Can't do it. Won't do it. Moving on. Yandy and Jonathan go for a Manny. Yandy goes in on Kimbella, and Yandy is speaking straight Listen. Yandy is speaking straight facts about this troglodyte that is Kimbella. I cannot surmise all of Kimbella and her level brand of fuckery as well as Yandy did during this scene. Go back and watch what Yandy had to say about Kimbella. That's all you need to know. Straight facts. Jonathan claims that he's going to have this fragrance release party. Then he says he invited Chrissy. But before that, if I'm not mistaken, didn't you just admit that you were sure in your brain that Kimbella had already went and told Chrissy everything that y'all talked about at that lunch and probably embellished the story? So if you know that's the case, Jonathan, why would you invite Chrissy to this party and you know Yandy is your girl and Yandy's going to come and Chrissy's probably going to come there feeling some kind of way because you know Kimbella told her the story. And if I was Yandy, when Jonathan told me that he invited Chrissy, I would have been like, I don't even got the energy. Y'all have a good time. I'll catch you on the sweet by and by. But I would not be there because I'm not here for fighting and all this carrying on. And that's what Chrissy going to come there on. Period. I would have said, you invited that whore, I'm not coming. And that would have been that. I mean, why? Why did you invite her? But this is Jonathan we're talking about, so it's Jonathan we're talking about, so why wouldn't he? Anyway, we see Erica and Safari, they go get something to eat and they talk about everything they got going on. This entire conversation, listen, y'all, the entirety of this conversation between Erica Mena and Safari Samuels is Exhibit A as to why there needs to be IEPs for adults. Exhibit A. That's all you need. Moving on. The rapper chick, Jenna Ski or whatever her name, her and Fresher meet up. It was during this scene that he creeped me out. I told y'all at the beginning when he was with Pap, I was kind of like, yeah, your flow is all right. It's mediocre. It's just all right. But I was kind of intrigued enough to see what he had to offer. Then when I saw him in this scene with the rapper chick, Jenna Ski, whatever her name is, I was like, yeah, I'm not, he seemed creepy to me. Like, he really came off real creepy, like just a real creep. And I just didn't want to see him anymore. I wanted no more parts of him after this scene. Then we're at the fragrance release party. Kimbella came there already amped up when she came in the door. Okay? And you know she was amped up because she knew Chrissy was coming. And so anything that was going to pop off, she felt like she had Chrissy as protection because she knew Chrissy was coming. A mess. Just a mess. I mean, I noticed that she's the only one claiming that Yandy was going in on Chrissy like that because she wasn't. And we watched it. I mean, we watched the part that they showed us, and the parts that they showed us, I ain't see her going in on Yandy like that. I mean, on Chrissy like that. But child, this is Kimbella. I guess Kimbella's doing anything she can do to be on Chrissy's side so as not to get drugged again and mollywopped and dish ragged like she did before. I guess. Chrissy then came, and you could tell she came there with the intent of going in and starting something with Yandy. There was nothing that could have been said, shown, receipts, anything that could have been said or done or shown that would have made Chrissy come there and try to be amicable to Yandy. Nothing. Kimbella had already amped her up and told her this. Really, every time I make a video, heater. See, this is a disadvantage of central air when you put it on auto and it just goes on its own. Every time I make a video, you want to get started. You go straight to shit. Anyway, So, well, yeah, what I was saying was it didn't matter what was said or what was done. Chrissy came there with the intent of starting up with Yandy. And that pretty much was where the episode ended. I told y'all from episode 1, I'm not here for this whore Chrissy. I'm not here for her at all. I feel like the show has outgrown her, and the people on this show have outgrown her, with the exception of Kimbella. And I agree with Yandy in the fact that she still wants everybody on the show to be like they were when she left the show. And that was several years ago, and people have grown, and people are not the same way anymore. It's not all about you anymore, boo. We've moved on. We don't want to see you in your mold. That was how the episode ended. And you know what? I've made an executive decision. We're going to do the Love and Hip Hop Hollywood Season 6 Part 3 reunion right now, because I am not wasting an entire video on that garbage. Matter of fact, I enunciated that a little too much. It's not garbage, it's garbage. Garbage. That's what it was. So let me get through the Love and Hip Hop Hollywood Season 6 Reunion Part 3, and then I'll have to make another video for that. So it started off where we left off, and Paris and Brittany B are still going at it. They cussing. Paris saying, oh, don't worry, you're gonna have to see me, this, that, and the third. It gets real amped up. They make Paris leave the stage. Paris goes to the back with Kendall. Zell goes back there, and then both of these whores start crying. And once again, what was I singing in my head? These dreams go on. I'm sorry. These tears go on when I close my eyes. Every second of the night, I live another life. These tears. These tears. These tears. These tears. These tears. Crying. Really? Zell went back there crying real 3-year-old tears. Paris, at that point, made the concerted effort to try to cry tears, and nothing came out. So she looked at just ugly. She was making an ugly face, trying to cry. No tears were coming out. So she was just left as the big girl with the big orange ugly dress and the ugly face. These tears go on when I close my eyes. I'm sorry. Anyway, they talked about Moniece and her music and her tour. Moving on. Brittany B then started trying to explain her career and her resume and her profession. And her trying to explain her career and her profession would be me trying to explain why I should or should not give a damn about this, or have a fuck to give about this. I'm just saying. Non-existent. Moving on. Tierra started flirting with my boo, J Boog. And just know, Tierra, there's a vial of anthrax over there with your name on it. It will be coming to you, Tierra. Because I ain't going to have too much of your flirting with my boo, J Boog. That's what we not going to do. Okay? I would hate to have to fuck you up, Tierra. I would hate to have to fuck you up. But I will. Then we had the whole Lyrica A1 saga again. Dear Lord, dear God. all this, all that. And once again, what do we have? What do we have? Sing it with me, people. These tears go on when I close my eyes. Every second of the night. Mm-hmm. These tears. I mean, you crying. A1 crying. Lyrica crying. I'm sure Lyrica G was probably in the back crying. I think Zale started crying. I was like, what is all this? These tears go on when I close my eyes. I mean, and then, I really don't care. And then we had Nina Parker that I guess morphed into some type of clinical psychologist or marriage counselor or something. When what? So nobody was going to say, hey, y'all need to go get y'all some marriage counseling. Y'all need to go seek therapy. Y'all need to go get some help for this. But y'all got a whole lot to say about Moniece and her needing counseling and therapy. But y'all don't got nothing to say about these two. I'm not here for this. I mean, if y'all are taking marriage advice from Nina Parker, this is a recipe for disaster. A recipe for disaster. Then it was announced that Moniece is not coming back. I have to say Moniece will be missed. Moniece has been a staple in Love and Hollywood. Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. I mean, Moniece has given us Moniece has given us the full gamut of emotion. The entire spectrum of emotion. Okay? She's been here for the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything in between. And we've all been here for it. So I hope she gets herself better. We're going to miss Moniece. I'm not going to lie. We are going to miss Moniece. Who are they going to have to take the place of Moniece? Because I don't want to see most of these people on here anymore. The only one who they should bring back to Love and Hip Hop Hollywood is J Boog, because he's so fine. Mama Pam gotta come back. I loves me some Mama Pam. So Mama Pam gotta be back. Everybody else, collateral damage. I don't care. And that's about it. That was the end of season 3. I'm sorry, part 3 of season 6 reunion for Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. I'm glad I got that done and out of the way. It's over. The season is over. Praise you, sweet 7-pound baby Jesus, that we don't have to endure any more of Mona Scott Young and her level brand of fuckery that she gave to us this season. That's all I got. Until next week, when we have another episode of Love and Hip Hop New York. We out this piece. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely.